I didn't really care too much about the dynamic control scheme until I started seeing more and more about it. And I thought of some of the implications and why it might be very important for the future. So I figured we'd take a look at the video together because I haven't watched it myself, and we'll form our own opinions by the end. This video is on the Game Informer channel, by the way. Weird thing Capcom is doing. They're using Game Informer, like the magazine that we used to buy in the like the 2010s or the early 2000s, I think even. They're using that to promote Street Fighter 6. Weird choice. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But all I really care about is the information that they're giving us.
対戦格闘技も触ったことない方とかのプレーを見てた時に、ボタンをこうすごいマッシュするのを見たんですね。でもそれって対戦ゲームに反映されるとその場でこう空振りをする、相手に攻撃が当たらなくて空振りをするっていうシーンがすごく多かったので、攻撃したいってことを意思で表示をしたら相手に近づいていって殴ったりとか。
This is interesting because something like this would not even something like this would not even work in an FPS game. That's kind of the comparison people use sometimes is like I can go into an FPS game and pull the trigger and maybe hit somebody, right? Or it's very simple for me to go into an FPS game, pull the trigger, and try and aim at somebody. In an FPS game, though, if you went in and said, well, I want people to be able to just press the trigger and something happens, right? Besides just shooting the gun, like I want them to be able to kill a target so they feel something from it. They feel some satisfaction from it, which essentially would be like an aimbot, right? This is a unique problem, I think, almost unique problem to fighting games. There's probably some other genre that I'm not thinking of right now that this might be applicable to. I guess aim assist is kind of the closest thing that we can get to something like this in an FPS game.
ダイナミック操作っていうのは、モダンとクラシックと比べて、もっとより簡単な操作になっていて、ちょっとオンライン対戦とかでは使えない。
Oh, that's pretty big. I didn't know that. So the dynamic controls, whatever it is, we're about to take a look at it, can't be used in online matches. Local only. Local offline. And arcade mode.
アーケードモードとかをプレイするときに使える操作になっています。どうやっていろいろ候補ありましたね。いろいろ候補あったけど、なんか直感的に攻撃するというかアクションをさせる意思っていうのをボタンを押すことによって。
That noise, by the way, is not my mic. That is the recording.
一言で言うといい感じに戦えたらいいなっていうのがコンセプトで作っていたので、いろんな候補の中からダイナミックを選んだっていうその名称的に。
クラシック、モダン、ダイナミック、その3つ。
The dynamic, like, sorry I'm pausing, but come on, it's a reaction video. I have some thoughts. The dynamic mode was actually in the beta. It was just grayed out. Like, you couldn't even, because there's no offline, right? So you couldn't even click on it to see what it was. You could hover over it, but it didn't really give you a good description of what things were. It just said dynamic mode. So I did remember seeing it in the menu now.
やっぱりその状況に応じてなんか行動が変動するという意味合いもあるんですか？
その通りです。
距離ですよ。
距離とか相手の状況に。
That's interesting. It's so weird that this on Game Informer, dude. I remember getting those for free from GameStop. That's the last time I remember seeing Game Informer. Oh, wow. If you can't tell what's happening, he's mashing one button and a bunch of things are happening. Kind of like an auto combo. Depending on the spacing, though, right? He's Luke. And I think the other dev is using dynamic controls on Ryu. I'm not sure if he's using dynamic controls, but the Luke is. He lost the one button, dude. It seems like auto combos, but on steroids. Wow. He's literally pressing 2 buttons at the most. And the game is just deciding what's best, I guess? That's really interesting. I'm really glad this is offline only, local play only, or an arcade. This would be really frustrating to play against online. Stuff like this is really important, though, for casual, or to get casuals in the door, man. I think it's ease of use like this that gets people to play games like Smash too. You know, every friend that you have always says, "Oh, I've played Smash once or twice at like a party or something," because you can just pick up that game and jump around and press a couple buttons and things happen. This is kind of that on steroids though, because it is doing combos and stuff.
ルール付けというか、細かい設定はされてるんだけど、多分それを気にせずにバンバン
本当に
バンバン
押すだけで
押してほしいなっていうのがあって、作ったものになってます。はい。
It also gives the other player, like the button masher, your little brother, whatever, a chance. Because the thing about fighting games is it doesn't take very much effort to be better than somebody who has never played, right? If you're playing an FPS game, maybe you die a couple times to somebody who's never played because of aim assist or something like that. In fighting games, generally, if you have some experience in the game, you will beat a beginner every single time, 10 times out of 10. But with something like this, and something with kind of auto combos in general, it gives them a chance to mash and something happens, right? There is a response to their mashing that makes them feel good about what they're doing. And at that level, you might say, oh, well, that's a scrub, right? Just get good. But at that level, it's important to have something that makes the new player feel satisfied in what they're doing. Because then they get involved and they want to learn the games and how they actually play them. It's all about like getting them in the door, I think, is something that Street Fighter V didn't do very well. Especially because there's no single-player content in Street Fighter V. But this game, 1 has single-player content, and 2 has something like this.
He has no idea about dynamic controls.
This guy in the red shirt, you can literally see him mashing 1 or 2 buttons, right? I can't really see the other guy very well from this angle, but I can very much see that guy just matching and things are happening. It's pretty incredible. I guess it uses AI or something to just determine, I don't know, to just determine what spacing you're at and what you need to be pressing, what your character has to do to maybe get a hit.
Hey, you should play this mode.
We go Evo with this mode. That's all local.
I wonder if he's doing a super though.
We just both wish.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Damn, this guy's doing. This guy's done like 12 DIs. He's already a pro.
Waited for you to end your parry.
I heard they're supposed to be debuting like a new build of this game around November 18th or something. I think there's like some game show going on or something. So maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see this in that build if it's like an offline thing. That was kind of a short, low-effort video, but I just wanted to take a look at it because I honestly did not see anything concrete about it. I just saw a bunch of opinions, and I wanted to take a look at it with you guys and for my own opinion. For me, I think it's something that's very important for the genre kind of moving forward is ease of use and getting people in the door. You know, just having a setup in your house on your PS5 and saying, hey, let's play. And the other person can literally mash a button and compete with you. It sounds scrubby. I know people who play fighting games are going to roll their eyes, but it's important. I think it's important, and I think it's a really good thing in the end. The more people who get into these games, who feel like they can get into these games, the better, right? It's just at the end of the day, that's the conclusion that I think I've come to.